Once upon a time, a 5-year-old boy stood in front of a church congregation of 300 people. He had practiced his speech for months, every day being word perfect. As he began to speak, a 2-page paper on George Washington Carver, a famed African-American scientist, also known as the Peanut Man. As he began to speak and continued this speech, 1/3 of the way through, he looked up and looked at the audience and became paralyzed by fear. He lost his place and stopped. His mother prompted him. He continued on. He completed the speech, received applause from the audience. That little boy was me, and that is why I'm here today. I want to talk to you about communication style. My communication style is very similar to my personality style, which according to the Myers-Briggs test, my first and foremost is driver. We're focused, ambitious, competitive, independent, and hardworking, and we get things done. My secondary styles are split between two polar opposites. Expressive, which is fun-loving, enthusiastic, and spontaneous, and the analytical, which is driven, data-driven, precise numbers. Now that may seem a dichotomy to some. To me, it means I like to have fun and do it by the numbers, and I get it done. When I was 23 years old, I was placed by my chief of the boat, or in submarine parlance known as the COB, on a committee of master chiefs who ran the submarine birthday ball celebration attended by hundreds of people. All of these gentlemen had over 20 years in the Navy. They were grumpy, grizzled master chiefs that had seen it all, pretty much done it all, and each led large groups of individuals. I'm glad that I lived to tell this tale, but I listened to these men, I soaked up their knowledge, I asked questions, and the knowledge gained there over a 2-year period propelled me through the next 15 years of my naval career. Like Toastmasters, very early on, I was placed on a district conference committee as a chairman. In a similar way, I listened to what was being said, I asked questions, I paid attention, I was present, and I listened to everything I heard. I soaked that knowledge up, and I believe that will help me throughout the rest of my Toastmaster journey that I currently am on. Many times when we talk about communication, we don't really understand exactly what that means. Being able to focus our communications is primarily what Toastmasters has done for me. They've allowed me to become clear, more concise, more honed in on what I needed to talk about, and I'm unafraid to speak to any group of any size. And this was not always the case for me, as previously mentioned. In summation, I've discussed my first speech, I've discussed my communication styles, and some of the experiences I've had along the way, both prior to Toastmasters and as I continue on my Toastmasters journey. What is your story? What is your Toastmasters journey going to be? We'd all like to hear it someday. So keep working hard, and you can do this.